What's up, Tiny?
Oh, not a lot. Was playing some Apex, and I didn't notice that you pinged me.
Bing, bing.
Listen, let's start this podcast strong. Tiny, you have to tell Mikey what you told us today
About what?
about Mr. Beck.
Oh, yeah. Good news. Johnny decided that he was going to get into Digimon.
Yay. I know he said he was, but I was hoping, since, the jump from Magic, I was like,
Well,
yes.
here's the thing. He sold off the vast majority of his Magic collection.
I still can't believe that. That's crazy. Whew.
And
What we said.
he wants to play Mastamon.
The good choice. I like that.
Yeah. He is already set to order himself some of the pricier cards, like the Magna Angemons
Yeah.
and the Lucamon Chaos mode.
I feel like you got to have at least 3 Magnas and probably 2, at least both the Lucy mode. Yeah. You got to have them. I'm kind
The
of
list
wondering.
the list that he was looking at only runs one Lucamon.
I could deal with that. I like 2 just for removal. Man, I don't think the gold ones will bring the price down any at all. But I don't want him to wait either. I was going to say wait, but I mean we won't get the reprint set till March or something. So, and we may not even get Magna Angemon again. I think we would. That's one of mine. But I'm glad. I'm glad he picked purple, yellow.
Wait, what did
Mastamon
he
is a
play? What did he play in Magic?
black.
Okay,
Black was his
understandable.
favorite color.
Yeah.
Competitively, I think he played Red Deck Wins, but
Mm-hmm.
he liked black the most.
Johnny likes dabbling with that graveyard stuff and killing things.
Well, he picked the right one.
I say,
Yeah.
why does that sound familiar, Drew?
It's a thing.
Bunch of garbage, man. Playing
Mhm.
your garbage.
I already know I'm trash, so I might as well play in it.
Yay.
Well, so I'm just going through my haul, and even after trading some of my blue, the only thing I'm missing is 1 regular Greymon and 3 metal Greymons.
Heck yeah.
I have Kroos. Like, I went through my shit. I have Kroos. I thought I needed a Shoutmon XB, but I in fact had 3.
Ooh.
So I have Kroos. Or not XB, X5. Keep calling it XB because the other one is X5B, the Beelzemon one, but they don't play the Beelzemon. So
Speaking of X, I went X3 today,
Nice.
but I pulled the Osmon.
yeah. Goes
Oh,
X3,
no.
pulls the money entry card.
I still can't believe he's so much money. The
Dude,
max
Osmon and
rarity.
purple, dude.
Yeah, I know, but
People,
still.
people want max rarity, dude. If it's you see it more.
I still can't do it. Like I just can't. Like my brain is like I want to play so many different decks, even if I don't actually play them. I'm like, unless I have to have this card and it's the only rarity it exists in, I'll buy it. Other than that, I'm buying cheap.
I say that, and then I just bought a. Some dude traded me a full art JP at home, and I was like, man, I want to play this, but I don't want to play just the one, so I ordered 3 more. But JP's only a $2 alt art, so it's not like I dropped bank.
Well,
Some things it's nice to have pretty, but if it's already a $20 card, I'm not extra 30 to have a shinier version. Cough, cough, Sakuyamons. Although those are some pretty alt arts, I'm not $30+ per Sakuyamon.
I don't think I pulled the JP, the alternate art. I don't think. I did pull the good old Henry though. Pulled the Henry Wong alt art. There we go, full art. Pulled that one. My luck with green box toppers.
You know, if I don't pull the, at least I can count on you to do it for me, Mikey.
I'm telling you, like, and I don't know why. I don't even want, like, I can't even, like, think about, like, building a deck. I was looking and, I've got 2 of the original green starter decks, and I was like, man, I don't even know what to do with this stuff. Like, I just green, like, literally, I sat here and I thought about not running the green Gamamon card.
Bison.
Yeah, Vising Gamamon. And I was like, but it's got piercing. I was like, so I guess I'll have to play. I guess I'll have to play some green. No, who am I kidding? I'm playing Jessamon all season. Forget everything else.
Speaking of Jessamon, I played against somebody running Jessamon today.
Well, how did it do?
It beat me. So
That dude, I glanced at a few of his games, man. He had some kooky board states at some point, man. Like, I think at one point he had like 5+ sister mons on board, had them all with blocker, and it was dummy. It was straight dummy.
It's weird though, because I was reading, studying like how it would play out, doing test hands and stuff here, and I was like, we used to joke about it being Sistermon Rush. Like, I won a lot of my games with the original Jessamon. If I was bricking real hard, I would be like, okay, Sistermon Rush. You literally are building the freaking church. Like, at one point, if you play it just right with Jessamon GX, you can probably get out 4 Sistermons in one go. Just between sticking the level 5 Genku X while digivolving to Jessamon. I was like, that's 3. And then if you get you actually digivolve, you can get another Sistermon. So 4 Sistermons out in just one little quick digivolution there. I was like, man, this is bonkers.
I was surprised that there was actually mons there this quick, but I guess people pre-ordered and then people bought cases and stuff. But I didn't realize GX was that hard to pull.
It is.
On them. Like,
out of my 3 boxes, I only got 1.
It's done a $40 card.
I bought 3 boxes and didn't see 1, and only pulled 2 X antibodies.
Shh,
My
stop.
box is still staring at me.
Don't tell me this. I ordered 3 boxes. Listen.
Speaking of that, Corbin is sold out of boxes now.
Oh God.
Donnie went and bought the last 2.
Yeah, there were only 2 left, and I was debating on buying a box. I was like, you know what? In for a penny, in for a pound, and bought 2 more.
Yeah, baby.
Did you get a black Tamer box topper, or have you not cracked them yet?
I haven't cracked them yet. I got home, cooked food, and then I've been gaming ever since then.
Yeah, I got home, tinkered with some stuff.
Oh wait, okay. So speaking of, y'all got home. We know what Andrew did. We know how his tournament went. What about you two?
Oh, I was X3, so not much better than Andrew. It's my own on Andrew.
Oof.
So I was playing Gaiomon today, and a slightly incomplete version of Gaiomon because I didn't have any of the black Greymons in the deck. I forgot to swap them out. But I went 2-2, and my 2 losses. My first loss was against the guy who won the tournament, who was playing Mastamon, and those were probably the most nerve-wracking and sweaty matches that I played all day because it was brutal.
Yeah, the guy playing Mastamon was Galvatron, so he's the guy that knows Mastamon in and out.
Oh yeah. Oh good. You got to see all the I was hoping
the crew from Knoxville came up for the store championships today.
Mm-hmm.
So he was among that group, and he managed to win the tournament.
I don't think I would feel bad for losing against that guy. Like, he's
I mean,
it
was a stressful match, but it was also a stressful match for him. Like, I was making him sweat.
Yeah, it was.
So
it's very when I walked over, the both were like super close to decking out. Like, and that game, everybody was done playing as we're still grinding in game
Yeah. I think I had 7 cards left in my deck, and we had been playing for like 20, 22 minutes, something like that, for that first game. It was rough.
Man, that's awesome. Galvatron was the first
Oh,
person I ever got to
it's-
really play Digimon with.
Yeah, I don't know his actual name, but I knew
Yeah.
his tag if I said it. So
Yep. He's played purple
The
since the
other guy,
beginning.
the other
Uh-oh.
guy I played against that beat me obviously was the Jessamon guy that we already talked about. And he
So
did have some pretty crazy board states even against me. The second game that he beat me was kind of a landslide. Like, he just slaughtered me. But that's because I bricked really hard and had to hard cast the level 5, and he comboed almost perfectly. And when he finished the game, he had 4 Sistermons on board and a Jessamon GX stack with Gankumon X underneath.
Yeah. That's what you want. That's perfect in game board state. That's what you need. Speaking of, what tamers did he run?
I never saw him play any Tamers.
I was about to say most of the time they only run 2, and it doesn't seem to be. I thought it would be Ty, but people aren't running Ty anymore. They're switching between Hero or what was the other one? Shoot, it was an oddball tamer. Did somebody run? Somebody weird was running. Teched in Matt and is it Matt and Sora, the red yellow, just so they could play freaking Crimson. My mind went blank. Oh man, mine went blank. What's the
Crimson
option card?
Blaze?
Yes, there we go. I don't play option cards. Yeah, that was the weirdest thing because I guess people said that Jesmon really didn't need that +1 security is bad from Ty. They would rather have the big bodies so they could swing over stuff.
yeah, that was my problem today. Was not being able to get over bodies and losing to security a lot. Like if it was on, I generally had the DP reduction to get it small enough to swing over it. But it's like if I was swinging into security with connections, like I was losing a lot.
Maybe you should. Do you run Sora and Ty, or Ty and Sora, however you want to say it?
That's the one I said. Matt and Sora. It's Ty and Sora. There you go. Yeah.
I do not. Me and Drew were talking about some stuff deck. So it's so tight because it's a name deck. So it's like I gotta play like all the name stuff. My stuff searches plugins, so I got plugins to see everything, and gotta play the 4 of Recon. Don't know what I would cut for some of this other. Because like if I don't, my stuff don't work. So I've got to see plugins. So I can't cut my plugins down for more tamers.
Once I get my boxes, I'm bringing Gamamon, hands down.
listen, Gamamon makes Tyrannomon way better.
Yeah, the Gamamon engine really came through.
Break Claw, whatever you want to call it. That card is
yeah.
chef's kiss.
If you guys don't know what that does, or if you do, it's an option card.
Both
No, I was
play Andrew today.
No, I was just going to say it for the viewers or the listeners. You get one Digimon gets +2,000 DP, and then by placing one Digimon card with Gamamon in its name from your hand under one of your Digimon as his bottom Digivolution cards, you get to draw one. That is really good. Really good.
That draw, plug the Gamma to proc his hero is just nasty. But that draw,
to get that 2,000 DP boost for one freaking memory, just one. It does a lot. It doesn't sound like it does a lot. You're like, oh, one Gamamon, but if you have a hero on board, it's giving it 2K. Now you've got a Gamamon source, so hero procs, it's giving another 2K. So you're getting 4,000. You're literally creating a whole nother body. So if you're going into whatever, because you don't care. You're literally just sliding Gamamon under there to get that 2K. It's really good.
Listen, so here's the thing about that, because we almost misplayed it today. Tiny pointed it out. The Memory Setter hero It
Yeah.
has to have Gamamon in its name. It cannot be in the sources. It's the security one that gives us the sources.
Oh.
Yeah, so I almost misplayed that today, and Tiny pointed it out. So I'm swapping my counts up on the memory setter and the security one.
Yes. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, because the other one you have to have over the DP for or 5 sources for it
Has
to
to-
work.
It has to be level 5 or have Gamamon in the name.
Yeah, so that one's like more for the Gamamon deck, but that security one, like, he's juicy.
Yeah, he is. I actually run more of the security gamma than I do the memory setter. I run 4 of the security and only 2 of the memory setter.
I actually ended up putting Beetle Gamamon under one of the Tyrannomons to swing against the dude.
Oh yeah, because
I
that's
get the
another thing.
security check.
That's the other thing. People are just saying Gamamon. All Gamamons have Gamamon in their name, so it's like you don't just have to like. That's what a lot of people. That's why it's like really good. Everybody's just thinking of the, the rookie Gamamon, sticking him underneath, but it's like no, there's Vice Gamamon, there's Beetle Gamamon, there's, yeah,
Loose retaliation.
yeah.
Speaking of retaliation, I hate that.
Well, that dude playing yellow purple Gigimon. That deck is so janky, but it works.
Yeah. All recovery, and then give everything retaliation, and then it was Gigimon was his mega of choice, digivolving on top of the structure deck Anja Woman, which gives security +1. Gigimon has on recover, and then his Gigimon would most of the time have retaliation because he would Devimon, Anja Woman, Gigimon. So it was like, if I kill it, I die. If I still die. If it comes through, it's taking 2 security. If I kill it, he gets a security. Like in one game, I think I took 5+ security off him, and he still had 4 security when the game was over. Like
You
it
guys
was
sound like you had a blast with that.
like I ran out of steam.
He was having so much fun.
I was like, oh boy, Mastamon, and then he plays Gigimon. I was like, the fuck? This is some like next tier right here, or as he called it, a stinky.
Yep, Stinky old man deck.
It was something.
Yeah, baby, stinky old man deck.
I lost to Armor Rush round 1 just because game 1 I saw no rookies, game 2 I saw no champ, and then his deck was just Armor Rush super fast and misunderstood Magnamon, and I might have swung into it stupidly twice today.
Oh, I've done that a lot.
Because I was like, I'll check security. He's like, Magnamon X redirect. I was like, okay, cool. And then he had just regular Magnamon. I was like, check security. He's like, okay, no, Magnamon X is the one that redirects. He goes, yeah, but regular Magnamon has blocker. And I look, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. Read your opponent's cards, people. If you don't know what they do, ask them and read their cards.
If you read the card, it explains the card.
Don't blind swing because you think you know what the card does. Because you don't.
Super misplayed against Haggy, just like he misplayed there. I put the wrong Gamamon as a source, and then couldn't. I could have deleted like half his board and took like 3 security, and misplayed and put the wrong Gamamon, and I was like, well, we got to own it.
Oh yeah, there's your Sakuyamons. You don't need them now, but
No.
sorry, I was looking through my spare cards. I don't think I'm gonna if I open my 3 booster boxes and I get trash, I will never buy another booster box. I will literally go to a card shop, like a bulk store, and buy sleeved boosters because they'll usually give you a discount and get them for about the same price, maybe a little bit more. Because my just skills in opening like good cards out of sleeve booster packs from Walmart is phenomenal. Freaking love it. I have the best luck when it comes to that stuff.
I'm sitting here complaining about displaying over stuff, and there's a plugin that just gives me plus 3,000 DP.
Which one's that one?
The white
Is it
one.
the white? Yeah.
Yep.
You gonna put it in?
I don't know.
Try it. You know what? Well, if we need to really webcam battle more, so
We
we can
really
test more. I mean, now that we got the physical copies of most of our decks we run, it would be way better to like do that.
Yeah, because like I'm not
need
gonna
to get
lie.
more Discord too.
I'm not gonna lie, I wrote off the white plug. I was like, okay, the security, it's get to your hand, that's nice. I was like, but just plus 3,000 DP? Nah. I'd rather play more of the black one, or play more of the red one, or play the blue one. And then today, my biggest complaint: dying to security checks. Dying to security checks.
Lesson learned.
Security Digimon, not even like good, just other Digimon.
I
Security
mean,
Digimon.
if you run the blue one for jamming, then you wouldn't have to worry about DP.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Good point.
Because Maid Mode and Zakuyamon are both just 11k. And like I said, attack isn't the problem because I've got all the DP reduction. It's just when I'm blind swinging into security. Because I opted to play not the white and not the blue today. And yeah, I missed both of
Lesson
those.
learned. Lesson
'Cause
learned. That's how I developed the Gallantmon deck.
Yep.
Tooled it the way that I liked after playing it many, many, many times.
Because the green one is just pivotal. Green one is a guaranteed 4-up. And then it's like 3 to 4 of the other ones. And I was running 4 green, 2 black, 1 red. So I might cut the black, white, and maybe find something else to drop for a blue. I might drop a memory boost. I hate to do that, but
Reinforcing memory boost. Haggy.
just don't ever. It don't play with my combo because it's 6, and I just don't ever see myself hard dropping the 6.
Oh, I do. Reinforcing memory boost. Oh, I would.
You set up that security with those top two, man.
That's true too.
It's pluses for days. You're dropping a big card, but it's pluses. It got limited for a reason. Just like Sunrise is going to get limited for a reason.
Well, you know what? Fun fact.
This is gonna torch sins, and that's not right.
Yeah, but I was looking at it. There was so today at work. Everybody got off work early besides me because I went in late. The Mario held a charity stream tournament, and of course I watched it, and I trolled him for a long time. And but I was enjoying some of the matches, and like there was a lot of misplays that like everybody does it. Plus, there's a lot of new players coming into the game, but Kroos would be like playing, like they would throw something, they would be ready to use a Crimson Blaze, and they would forget, they didn't have a Red Tamer out, or they didn't have a source to play a lot of these option cards. And I think it's funny because that happened all day long. There was just so many little misplays.
I did that a bunch today, just because I'm used to playing my options for Sakuyamon. So like when I would try them outside of effects, I'd be like, oh wait, I don't have a tamer, so I don't get to it and stuff like that. So there was a couple times today play an option card that I couldn't play. And my opponent's like, how are you ignoring the color requirement? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so used to my cards letting me do that. I was like, my brain just says, hey, I can play this.
Oh yeah, but you got to be chill about it, because that was something that I noticed. Like Mario all day long was like popping in and being like, "Oh wait, guys, you can't do that." And like he'd tell them why, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah." Like, no, you got to be chill about that stuff. I always get nervous that someone won't be calm, or as calm about a misplay as I would be. So I'm always afraid that they're going to like be that super sweaty person that it's like look at you like you're totally dumb for misplaying. You're like, oh, I'm used to this, or I'm used to this happening, and then it's like that circumstance. But yeah, new set, like you said, just reiterating. Make sure you know what the card does. Like, never be afraid to ask someone, "Can I read that?" And don't just let them explain it to you. Ask, can you read it?
But and with the option cards, to have
Yes.
a source of both colors, it's not one or
Yes.
the other. Like if you reveal it or you're searching it, it counts as a yes. But to play it, you have to control a yellow and a red source.
Yep.
Or blue and or because that was the deck that I was in. Was it Megadeth? And then it's like, well, I don't have any
Yeah.
blue sources, so I would literally only be playing it as a security bomb, and it would be dead in my hand. It's a good security bomb, but yeah, which it was Grandis Kawaga, and I was going, and technically my Grandis deck does play the Davis,
and Ken.
but enough Davises. No, just regular Davis.
Oh,
It runs Davis and 3 Mimi can reveal and search
gotcha.
for cards.
Yeah.
So it's like I did have a blue source, but 2 blue sources in my entire deck, which made it not dead circumstances. But it's like that was just such a low odds, and then just really be a security bomb. It's like there's been security bombs or better mono green security bomb.
See, boys, that's why you just play red. And you don't see, like Jesmon, we're not even worried about tamers anymore.
As red has the best security bombs.
Yeah, and like we don't even play option cards. We're like, what's an option card?
What's a guy?
We don't play Gaia Force.
Some guys were talking today about someone hitting Gaia Force 0 and it's security stack.
Heck yeah. Yep. Blow up, baby. That's the way to do. I'm glad you're running Gaia Force 0. A lot of people tend to not put it in.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it does.
So if you have a Digimon that has the card X antibody in its Digivolution cards, then it costs 2 less to play. I don't run X antibody, but it can be a 6 cost big body deletion. The main effect is delete a Digimon with up to 13,000 DP, and then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name may attack your opponent. I think it specifies attack your opponent. Mm-hmm. So you would have to swing into security, but
it still sounds bonkers.
So for Black or Greymon, the thing is, you can restand him if he's on the board and you've already swung that turn, and he hasn't used his on deletion restand effect. You can blow them up, restand, and swing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound busted at all.
but that is circumstantial, clearly. Yeah. But
it is very very specific circumstances.
But when it happens, you're like, oh.
Even if you don't get the attack, it's still, you know.
But see, that's the thing. Knowing that to happen because nobody's expecting people to be playing it.
The security effect on it does not let you attack, but it is also not limited to 13,000 DP. Mm-hmm. The security effect is just delete one of your opponent's Digimon.
Boom. The literal definition of a security bomb. Just delete a Digimon. Just delete it. Just get it out of here.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh, this is something that I haven't looked into it at all, but my brain was thinking today. So remember when we were reading, is it Jesmon GX? You Digivolve 5 from Jesmon, and you're like, wait, it Digivolves for 5 anyway. I was wondering if that's something weird to do with Solarmon, because you can't reduce play cost. So I was sitting there, you can't reduce play cost. I guess I was wondering if maybe that was some way that Jesmon GX, the wording of his Digivolution, could get around like the cost reduction, the floodgates, for some odd reason.
Oh, I have a really stupid question. When they have that text box that says, like, so X antibody, Digivolve on Greymon, that's just a Digivolution requirement. That's not them Digivolution cost, correct?
Right.
Okay, just making sure.
This was an alternate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, why does Jesmon GX have? Because you can Digivolve at 4-5, but then it literally says right below you can Digivolve for 5 on top of Jesmon. I'm like,
It's not just Jesmon. It's a level 6 with Royal Knightnet trait.
oh, is that what it says? Okay, I
Yeah,
thought
because I
I
just
thought
looked
it
it up.
said
I was like, that
Jesmon.
is a weird, exact, specific
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, but that lets him Digivolve on stuff
Yeah,
out of his.
yeah, Genku.
Mhm.
Well, just any other
That's
Royal
why.
Knight.
Yeah, he can be played in any Royal Knight deck. So like on hell, All Force V.
Ooh.
He can be played in Duffmon. That was a joke. Feel free to laugh. Thank you. Thank you for laughing at my
Well,
terrible
I was,
joke.
well, I was wondering. I was like, why would you? Eh.
It's like, why would you be playing Duffmon?
But I get.
Exactly.
I mean, you could. You
You
could.
could. You
could.
can. I didn't
Just
say it
smack-
was good. I
Just
didn't
smack
say it was
mine.
good.
So you guys had 4 Black War Gray, 1 Shiva, 1 Sakuya, 1 Tyrant. I wonder who that was.
I don't know who was playing Tyrannomon, but he's badass.
2 Masty, 1 Armor Rush. Glad to see the Armor Rush. 1 purple yellow Gigimon Cancer. 1 Crows, 2 Jesmon, and 1 Leomon. Go Leomon. Yeah.
Leomon actually
No, I
was
know.
at round 3.
She went 2-2. She went 2-2 for the day.
Yeah.
Let's
2 and 2.
go. Oh, was it shoot. This is gonna sound horrible because I don't know her name, but the blonde that came from Knoxville? Is that her? Or is
No.
this one?
No.
It
Okay.
was Gigimon's wife who had just started playing.
Nice. I wonder if they're in our group. Because I read that all the time. We just started playing. And I'm always like, I wonder if we ever run into any of these people. Because I never pay attention to pictures.
I'm not sure if they were from Knox or if they were from Corbin. They were there before us, and we were people there. So
I'm glad to see that diversity. I figured we would see a lot of Black War Gray, just because people's playing for Crows. But I think after watching that tournament today, there is a unanimous decision. Crows is not an auto win.
it's
No, because everybody's
You have
playing
to be.
against it.
Everybody's playing against it. Your matchups are hard, and you have to be a solid pilot. It's like it's like when you look at champions in League of Legends. This is what it always reminds me of: is when people's reading the skill rate of a champion. You need to look at Kroos, and just because they're badass doesn't mean you know how to play them.
And that's why I only play Tyrannomon.
I think somebody described Kroos as being like Armor Rush 2.0. And in a lot of ways, I see that. But I think the reason that Kroos thrives so much is that they have advantages over Armor Rush in that they can recur their resources a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
And they have access to really powerful tools that Armor Rush doesn't normally have access to, like Sunrise Buster.
Yes. Our option card. Well, maybe that's why I like Armor Rush. Our option cards are very limited.
Yeah, for Armor Rush, it's basically Fire Rocket and Armor Texture is pretty much all you use.
We do have other cards. They're just not used.
Well, and Megadeth, but it's Megadeth.
Yeah. There is some smaller cards in there that do is it Lightning Joust? No, not Lightning Joust. It's the option card with Ladramon on it. I forget, but it's a green option card. There's other option cards. There's another Plasma Bolt.
Oh yeah, he did. The guy that I played that used Armor Rush today, he did use Plasma Bolt.
Because I mean, they're not bad option cards. It's just I've like quick because after we played Armor Rush that day, and basically playing against you taught me how to play it. I was like, maybe I should take in some of these option cards because they're not bad, especially if people start going to a board state that's wider. I was like, these are actually pretty solid cards. So that was my thought. we don't play enough option cards. Coming from the red player that doesn't play
I was about
option
to
cards.
say from the guy who doesn't play options. What?
I know. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot. I just think I've said this from the beginning. As we keep evolving as a community in Digimon, we're going to start breaking those barriers and finding those loops. Because, like, I love seeing people be like, "Oh, this card's really good." Like, what were we talking about from the green card from way back in the day? Everybody's saying, "Oh, this would work really good if you
Argomon.
brought it." Huh?
Argomon.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of cards that have existed, and we're like, "Oh, why was this any good?" Or like, "What would you use this for?" Now it's like, "Oh, in this circumstance, it would work great." So, like, we're, I guess, flushing out our tech cards, and we're running more tech stuff. Like, I run one of these because, for those moments. Like, I still think Final Zugagon, whatever punch, the black option card, still think it has a place. Still think it's really good.
Of course, you like the super aggro black option card.
Hey, I like Metal Cannon too. Metal Cannon's fun to play, especially in my Dexduro Greymon. I love it. I love that card. Oh, I've got 8 sources. Let me draw my deck.
Oh goodness. Yeah.
When are we going to win one, boys? We got to win one. I mean, Tiny's won one, right?
Hold on.
I didn't win the store championship, but I have won a
No,
tournament.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
We need to play more. That's how you win them. You play more.
I mean, I won that was not even a full tournament. It was just 4 of us, and they played it round robin because it wasn't enough to fire an official tournament. So
a win's a win, baby. We'll take it.
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, but I really do want to start playing more because the whole reason I started the Cataclysmic Discord server was because Digimon, because we couldn't get together. Our schedules were so jank. And I was like, hey, we can literally do webcam battles. And then, I started doing the Mario gaming tournaments. And I was like, this is great. Like, I mean, I'm still in my room, but like, if I have to go pee or anything, like, I don't have to leave my house technically, and we can just hop on and play whenever.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I will put the Cataclysmic cardboard in the show notes so anybody listening can join.
Yeah, need some fresh blood for anything. I mean, specifically Digimon, but I mean Magic, unless it dies next week. Because it seems to be going. Like, I thought, Johnny and Nick and them were just kind of overreacting, but man, I was reading some Reddit posts. And I was like, man, this is a dumpster fire. We're going downhill fast, Magic. This is rough. Maybe Digimon can become the big 3. You never know.
It's starting to look that way. I didn't think it would be the one. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh is going to take Magic's place or Pokemon, and then it's just going to move up the ladder.
Yeah, I mean, really.
All right, and we have Bloom Lordmon built. Also, in my haste to trade for Bloom Lordmons, I somehow ended up with 5 of them.
Get one graded. Find your best one. Like, okay. All right, now this is going to sound dumb, but there's not.
If I had an Altar, I'd be on board with grading it.
We really need to get our favorite Digimon, because this is what I do with everything. Like, I've got my starter Pokemon in my. It didn't have to be a V or anything. Just got my 6, and I've got them sitting over here. Think they'll get pretty nice grades. And when I save up, I'm going to send them off and get them graded. And I've got this little, like case built. So I'm going to do the same thing with my Digimon. I'm going to find my favorite card, and I'm going to send it off and get it graded.
I
could get down with that.
I like doing weird things like that. Like, I've got all the energies that are like foil. I've got them all sitting in a little plaque. I've got a lot of weird things like that.
Oh, we were talking about the Chosen One format too. Sorry to change the subject, but we were talking about
Yes.
the Chosen One format today.
Still got my deck built. Still got my blue, purple Gabu Chosen One deck built.
So
Showed y'all
Chosen
way
One
long ago.
deck building rules. One copy of all cards.
Yep.
Level 3, you have maximum of 20. Level 6, maximum of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you may play up to 2 copies of 2 level 4 Digimon that have blocker, which might be null and void now because there's more blockers out. And then before the game begins, select your chosen one and partner, which is 1 tamer, and then 1 level 3, which throws Tyrannomon out the door. And remove them from the game face up. And you may use these cards as if they were in your hand. And then after you draw your starting hand, you can mulligan.
Yes, I would actually love to go back and revisit the Chosen Ones format, like to play, because I played.
We
Huh?
could draw Corbin to throw. I said we could get Corbin to throw a Chosen Ones format tournament
Yeah,
one day, one Sunday or something.
because the last time I played it, we were only 5 sets in. 5 sets, fixing to go into BT6, and I was like, we still made them. Like I said, so I would love to go back and revisit now.
I don't know which. I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned Tyrannomon today, but I don't know if I'd build Tyrannomon for chosen one.
There's a lot. There's a lot that's what's also awesome is it flushes out a lot of like almost like I was drawing like when I built my like I said my blue purple. It draws a lot of cards that you don't normally get to use. Like the original blue Cerberus. Yeah, baby. Great card. Love that card. Able to unsuspend. It's good for a chosen ones format. It puts a lot of aggression without any big stipulations. You can just do it.
I don't know what I'd play for Chosen Ones either. Probably something green.
But that's what's fun. I
That
mean,
would be.
it's really fun.
It would be very complicated for these 2-color cards. The dual colored cards.
See, that's what I'm saying. I haven't played since dual colors have existed. So, chosen ones format isn't. You can have as many colors as you want in a deck. You can just have. So usually, what people do is they go for theme. Like I said back then, I went for the theme. I was like, well, Gabumon has good purple cards and has good blue cards, so I smashed them together and it worked. And then threw in some blue tech and of course purple tech. Especially the lower levels, and then option cards. So now with the dual colored cards, I think it would be easier to build like if you're going for the Digivolve or if you're going for a more aggro deck, or you could even build like theme decks. I think are more open now, especially going to EX3. I think they'll be way more open since we're going to be getting red purple.
Yeah, I think that would be one that I would go either Henry or Willis with Terriermon.
That's the hardest part is like finding who you want to use and then going off that.
I mean, plus you've also got all these new tamers that just came out.
It does make it cool though. Makes it you feel like a lot more like the show. Like Gamamon. Gamamon sounds good, but like it would be really hard to flesh him out in a chosen ones format. You'd definitely have to use a lot more stuff with him.
I'll do Nene-mon and
Monitamon. That would actually be pretty doggone good now.
yeah.
That would
Speaking of
be fun.
Monicamon, I need to do where'd that little binder go? I need it has 3 copies of
HD?
no, I have HD. What's the deck HD? I need 3 copies of the BT7 Monotomon.
Ooh,
The odd play search for Nightmon, Deadly Axemon.
hang on. Let me
Because
find
out of all the BT7 I bought, I apparently only have one of this Monotomon. So I need 3 of that Monotomon, and I still need Ride Memory Boost, but these are also I could order for pennies, so it's no big.
No Breath of the Gods.
I've got those.
I think I gave you the last extra Pride Memory Boost I had.
Yeah, you did, because for some reason I only had 1, and you gave me 2.
Yeah, I don't know why you only had what. How'd that even happen?
No. Didn't pull them. Same thing with this Monotomon. Like, why do I only have Monotomon? Wow, Pride
got
Memory
that.
Boost is $1.45. What is this?
Because it's a good card.
$15 if you want the pre-release stamp one.
Yeah, it's actually hard to pull. Like I didn't have that many. Like I literally gave you the only 2 extra ones.
Yeah, and this Monotomon's literally 2 cents.
There's my other Calamon. I knew I had 3. You don't need them now, but I
It's
got them. By
Monotomon,
God.
99 7-cent Monotomon, 99 cents to ship it. So please tell me you have a Monotomon.
Oh, I've got them. I mean, because remember I was really pumped, and when we first started, oh, there's my other Magna Angemon. Hey, by the way, I found so I've got 2 Magna Angemons now. When I was going on that kick of buying stuff, I bought like the original Tamer and stuff. But yeah, I know I've got them. I just have to find my graveyard of Deadly Axemon stuff.
Yeah, because I traded for Dark Knightmon X Antibody, so I have that I wanted. And since we don't the security rookie, I was looking at some lists. I'm gonna replace it with G7 Monotomon since we don't have Dorumon yet.
I'm glad we're getting those. We're just getting them later. Which is kind of weird. Oh, speaking of getting, we haven't even talked about it. We talked about Chosen Ones. We should link that. By the way, there's a Facebook. Oh, nah. Hey, there it is. Look at you, Andrew. Hey, it's in chat. I was gonna say we can link that in the notes too, can't we?
Yep, the Chosen Ones format.
Yeah. Basically, like it's just a singleton format. Pretty fun. But what was I going to say was, what do we think about this
Explained
free? Yeah. Huh?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to go into the next topic. Do we have anything else about the Chosen Ones?
But we mentioned Chosen Ones today, and one of the guys ever heard of that, and I was like, I don't know how other than it's pretty much Digimon Commander.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, that's the best way to explain it because you have your tamer and your chosen partner, and like their command zone, and then you have a one of full deck. So.
Yeah, and then you can play them, and of course, it's like, which now I guess, see, and that's another thing. Back then, there was no tamer hate, so it's like, now you can kill my tamer. So yeah.
But it's a one-off tamer hate in there most part because there's not
Yeah,
a crazy amount of tamer hate, and
that's true.
the tamer would be a whole lot harder to pull off than chosen one.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm down. I'm down to play Nightmon chosen one. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh yeah,
I'm already over here.
There's a lot, but see, that's another thing too. Like in that format, a lot of like weaker decks would be good.
Egg deck. Do you still get 4 eggs, or do you just build an egg?
Oh, you have to have a single. You can only have one of each egg.
Okay, so it's not just one egg. You can still have like a
Yeah, you can still have
full 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just have to have one.
That was my thing. Get one egg, or do you still get the egg deck just one off? So okay.
There's a bunch of tournament listings on that page too, where they actually played. And
a lot of shops support it, especially in Japan. A lot of or just any kind of OCG environment. A lot of those support it too. I used to see postings all the time of tournament reports from Indonesia Asia out of chosen ones format.
Well, it opens up the door because a lot of your commons, like, you don't have your secret rares because they never get seen hardly. You know, it's almost like if you I almost smash Popper, because I think I explained it when I was first trying to explain the game to Tiny and Johnny about the memory gauge, but it's almost like Popper and a singleton format, because it's like you use a lot more commons and uncommon cards than you do your super rares and your secret
Gotta have
rares. Yeah.
gotta have deck fill since you can't just play 4 of
Yep.
everything. So it's like it's like, man, this card's really, just throw 4 of them in your deck. You got the one. So you gotta think.
And that's why blockers, I think, that's why you're allowed to run 2 of each blocker, because you got to protect those bodies. Because remember, you've only got, there's a lot of just playing, hard playing and stuff, but you got to protect them.
Okay, so you brought up the new set that's dropping in
January
for Japan.
Yes, for Japan.
So we will probably see it
March,
April.
hopefully.
Reprint set, which is good for all the new players coming in.
Yeah. Let me look.
Especially
Rising Wind. That's the name of it.
And that and then the gift box that they announced.
That is the gift box. They are nailing. They are nailing the gift box. That premium deck set sucked. Shameless plug. Go watch my review. I was very disappointed.
And even if you don't play Pokemon, watch his Dragonite V box opening too. That one's just, oh man, this man can really crank out the great content.
I love that deck box. I've thought about, like, I'm gonna use it for Digimon. I'm gonna even use it for Pokemon. But yeah,
we hold a Digimon deck better since it's 54 cards.
Yeah, baby, because it holds a Pokemon deck. We found that out.
Barely holds the sleeve Pokemon deck.
Yeah, it's a little tight.
You don't like double sleeving?
No, definitely
Super
no double
cool
sleeve.
deck box. Like, I am not like shitting on, like, that was a great Pokemon company. Would love to see more. Need to refine it because it's like super neat, but it's not practical.
They're thinking of the kids who don't sleeve their cards.
Exactly. Yeah. They're throwing their dice in there with their gold Mewtwo V stars that are like $50. Just throwing it in there with them. Oh man. Speaking of $50, okay, the gift box you talked about, how much is it? It's $34?
$29.99.
$29.99.
It's like the EX1.
Yeah.
Gift box 5, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which it just had one. It just had the one Altar packs and the Digivice memory counter thing. But this one's almost, so that I could validate the $5 extra for the promo replay.
Yeah. Okay.
And the acrylic counters.
Oh, yep. Yeah, the like plus, negative, and DP.
Those, I about bought me a bunch of those.
Which really sucks for that girl that made all those.
Yes.
Starting out.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they totally ripped her.
So.
But what's the reprints? It's Wereguru, Agumon. What was the other two?
I can't remember the last one. That's the one that always throws me off.
It was.
It's the Digimon gift.
Diaboromon went one of them, was it?
Oh yeah, Diaboromon.
There's one more. What's the fourth one?
Let me go to Digimon card. I hate this. Andrew, where did you link that at?
The Cataclysmic cardboard in the news.
Yeah.
There's been so many cards announced since then.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. There's been 60,000 cards.
So many burgers. I got it right here.
Yeah.
We are getting. I even did a TikTok about it. Oh, Soonerizamon.
Yes.
Oh,
That's when we're
yes.
finally getting our Soonerizamon another reprint. So that's
That
his
card
third
definitely
one.
needed a reprint.
Yes, because he
Let me
didn't drop
rephrase
that much.
that. Let me rephrase that for you. It needed a more accessible reprint because they
Yes.
reprinted it once for that whatever. Like you'd go to your store and do something and get one, but like not a lot of stores got those promos.
Oh, okay.
No.
I see what you mean.
Or did that event. So he needed a more available reprint.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Diabormon got down pretty daggum cheap with its
Yeah.
Digifest.
Yeah, but I'm glad to see that too. But we also need the like Kurosari-mons and the Inframons. Like there's a whole set for his whole Digivolution line. 'Cause it wasn't that just the Diabormons were expensive. It was the whole Digivolution needed pretty sure you ran what for the Inframon.
You did. I
I
have them.
I don't know how many of the Kurosaris you played or the
Depending.
yeah.
Depending on.
But I knew the Inframon was like a hard 4 of, and he was at one point more expensive than Diabora.
Well, funny you should mention needing reprints because, like we already mentioned, Rising Wind is coming out January 27th.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Do you think we'll see promos printed in that?
Yes, there is. So this is what's in it. This is the general information seen so far. 20 commons, 25 uncommons, 33 rares, 21 super rares, 6 secret rares, and 17 promos.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we announced ratios. Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fire set. 20 common.
20 commons, because now, like I said, you got to think about it. There's a lot of commons from BT1 and stuff, and if Bandai stays true to Bandai ways, they gotta have filler, right? But when they did the Dragon Ball Super reprints, that's a lot was filler. Like you got 55 cards. They're just, just trash. You got your 6 secret rares, your 21 super rares. What you're really looking for is those secret rares and 17 promos. And all the promos still aren't going to be the best promos. Like, I think we're probably going to see another freaking Agumon and probably, I want to say Patamon, maybe. I think Patamon.
Yeah, I would be down for the Patamon promo.
Patamon would be one of them. Because you're going to have your stupid, like, what's the first ever Agumon where he's holding the Digi card? It's the actual.
Draw one.
Yeah. Like, you're going to see that one again for like the 5th freaking time. I'm also wondering if this is when America might get the Survive promos.
Those Survive promos, dude.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking we might get them there because they haven't announced how we're going to get those, if we're going to get them. But they've showed new pictures of their alternate arts.
They also had
the other characters. The game promos were just the 3, and then these released has all the characters.
I mean, we might get a whole Survive set.
That would actually be really cool. To be honest, I would love that.
But people are upset because the gift box didn't come with the security.
But we are getting those. We're just getting them later.
Yeah, they just want them now.
I don't want them now, yeah. And then, like, if they were in like the gift box, that's a very
limited.
I'd say that, but it's like it's accessible as if they were to throw them in a box pack where you get 2 cards in a pack and you're guaranteed one of those. It's like then those aren't available, and then their price is stupid high because they're a one of per box random. I would much rather see them in something a little like guaranteed. So, if I buy this, I'm like your deck, put them in the B structure deck as the promo. Buy one structure deck, get one of each, like the memory boost. Do something like this. These are very vital cards, and they need to be accessible.
Oh yeah.
Like
Like
I just don't see them as a box stopper. Like distribute them other than a box stopper.
yeah, because I still run security Greymons. Like, I mean, still Cordramon. Prime example. Great card.
Yeah, like I don't care. Like I said, I don't care when we get them. I just want them to be accessible.
I think this is good though. I think seeing a reprint set going into this third year, I think that's awesome for the community. It's healthy. People literally, I don't know if Bandai done predicted everybody would fuss or if they knew the fussing was going to be just insufferable because of the amount of people. But I think it's going to be like Yu-Gi-Oh though. I don't think we're going to get amazing. Like this isn't going to be. I'm I feel like not a hot take. It's not going to be bangers. We're not going to sit here and just be like, oh my God, look at all these promos. We're getting the best because, which maybe I'm wrong because I mean, the gift set, it's got Were Garuru and freaking 2K DP Agumon. So, I mean, that's amazing in itself. He's sit at literally $20 almost his entire freaking existence. Any takes on that? Yes,
Well,
no? Am I totally wrong? You think I'm wrong?
I mean, I'm not. I don't doubt you, and it has been. But do people play it?
Oh, I would gladly still play because I mean we did get the starter deck Agumon that's plus 2K when attacking. I guarantee you we'll use him again. I mean, especially since we're getting like more Greymon, more Agumon support. I would still like to throw him in there for the plus 2K all turns. That's what makes it nice. I mean, think about running him and smacking Gamamon under him, baby. I got 6K DP. Let's go. Break Claw. Stack over me now. I'll kill you, the fucking rookie.
Well, I hate to be the old man, but I have to go here pretty soon. I got one question. Reprint
Yes.
set. Name the one card above all other you want to see in that reprint set.
Ooh, this is going to be the podcast question of the week.
Oh. Ooh, that's nice.
Okay.
So go. Who wants to go first?
Man.
Gaming Vmon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I was
Good pick. Good answer.
I was considering that one myself, but I don't play enough blue. That would be
Yeah,
a
Gaming
phenomenal
V.
reprint. I guess a lot of people are wanting to see Matt and Jimon in this.
Yep. Magna Angemon would be my vote. That's definitely the one you want to see.
Me personally, I think I want to see Prince, so I'm gonna say like TK,
Oh, yes.
Fair.
like BT10 TK and Mimi out there because Mimi's a green tamer that is being paid in a lot of newer green stuff. And a lot of people can't get a hold of. Like I think Mimi's like a $10 tamer or two.
Mhm.
Like it's TK as the expensive tamer, but Mimimon's floating around. Mimimon, listen to me. Mimi's floating around $8-10 herself because they're not making in your BT1, BT 1.5.
Yeah, another card from from that era, the Lucamon. Is
Yeah.
another reprint.
The yellow Lucamon. Yup.
Ooh. This is a hot take. Death X.
I feel
Too soon.
like
Too soon. You're gonna win their sales of that's it.
Listen, come on. Just imagine how much of this shit they would sell if they were like, and we made Death X, but made it into like a fucking super rare, like pulled a Yu-Gi-Oh or something like.
Common Death X.
Yeah, a common freaking Death X. Imagine people would go insane. their heads would explode.
Another one I see mentioned is Zwart Defeat.
That
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to like.
Zord
I'm not
defeat,
just, like,
probably.
I'm trying not to just like name off like expensive cars. Yeah, I'm I'm trying to think people would use people to be able to acquire. So like
We need
TK
some.
and BB tamers.
No. What's the Gabumon? What or the Gabumon? I just seen it.
Oh, the draw.
Drabumon,
Yes.
as everybody his unofficial name, Drabumon.
Yeah, we need him bad. I would even take, yeah, Gabumon would be a good one.
See that being a good reference.
And we don't know what they're going to do with them. Maybe they'll be alternate arts too. But yeah, definitely Gabu. He's one of mine.
I think there are multiple eggs from those first.
Oh
three
yeah,
that
Upamon.
need to be
Yes.
reprinted.
Yellow and Upamon, both Upamons. I would also like to see the promo Gomamon printed.
Oh yeah.
You know, I've never even seen the promo Gomamon, so yeah, I'll reprint that thing.
Yeah.
Inheritable, your turn, once per turn. When you trash a Digivolution card, and if one of your gain one memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Like it's niche. You know, there's no like meta deck that's gonna play it. A lot of blue techs that would love to have that card more accessible. And it's not an expensive card either. Like
actually, you say that it may not be meta, but I want you to think about something. Digicrossing does not protect the materials. If you blow up the Digimon, they have a way to save the materials. But if there are no materials for them to save, they can't put them underneath tamers to save them for the next one.
Slowly reaches for the box full of all the Almon pieces. Say that again, but slowly.
I mean, you're not wrong on that.
It could be something worth testing out. I don't know.
And again, like I said, this is a $1.50 card, but it would be nice. It was, you know, I could just go buy a pack and like, oh, cool, promo Gomamon. Come on.
Not for the price, but for the availability.
Yeah, you know, like, because this was some kind of distribution. I don't think this was a box topper thing. So I mean, like, there's plenty of them out there, obviously, or it wouldn't be as cheap as. But yeah, it's stuff like everybody's big, the big stuff, but it's like there's so much more stuff that could be in this reprint set that would be niche. Like,
well, apparently Pride Memory Boost. We need that thrown in there.
Honestly, I think all of the memory boosts would be good reprints. Not even for money, but just because there's so many decks that use the memory boosts. All of the memory boosts.
Blue really uses a lot of the memory boosts. Like especially they were one of the first to really use the regular, like the Howling memory boost. Blue used it, and then people finally started using the Crimson memory boost. You know, reds, and it's actually pretty solid. Like if you look at all these memory boosts, they're actually really good if they're teched into that style deck. I think we need some of the
unfortunately, as I say, unfortunately, the green one is a little. It's for gotcha decks. So
man, I forgot that thing even existed.
Exactly. Dino memory boost.
Yeah.
Nope. I need like gardening memory boost.
No, you're going to need McDonald's memory boost here in a minute. Be flipping them burgers.
Oh God.
Be out there grilling.
I hate that those Digimon exist.
I love it. And they just slap them in green. We're gardening and now we're being fried. We're going to be cooking. I think we need a lot of the Omni. I know we're thinking of like, but we need like the promo Goonimon. We need a lot of promos, and I'm hoping they take this chance with those 17 promos to give us solid promos and also some of the not so good ones, just to have the filler. But promo cards, I don't want it. I don't want them to make the same mistake they did with Dragon Ball Super and just promo gate people out.
I think they're aware of that.
Yeah,
Like, there's been some game changes, but there's been a
but not as
lot more.
many.
Yeah, there's been a lot more jank promos. So.
And the only reason we needed
like-
reprints for VMon and stuff, I think. Sorry, I just had this thought, is because where we smashed 3 sets into one.
Mhm.
I think that's what made Upamons and VMon so hard. But go on.
Yeah, no, you're 100%. And what kills me about that is they did that because they were catching us up to Japan, and we're still 2 sets behind Japan.
I've always felt like that's a lie. Japan has always liked our metas to be different because I think the Japanese market. I don't want to say it's more stable, but the fan bases seem to be more just go with it, make the meta, and then when it comes here, I do feel like we're really finicky, so they have time to tweak things before it reaches us. And they're like, "All right, we're good to go. We can fix this. We can stop it before they burn us down. We can stop this."
As long as we don't, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, they'll ban cards in the TCG format that nobody's playing because it's broken in the Japan format, and we don't have the cards yet that make it break. They eliminate the problem before it happens. And in some circumstances, that's nice because it keeps a 0 deck from just running. But then part of me is like, yeah, but it's get to play with those cards. But Yu-Gi-Oh also make stuff really broken. Like these cards shouldn't even work together, but they break each other.
Just because they got so many cards.
Yeah. So that's why I was glad when they did the Doru Gray hit in Japan, they didn't bring it to TCG immediately. We still don't know if we're even getting it in the TCG. Which I'm sure we will. I figured they would announce it was banned when we got BT10, like in Japan, but I've not seen any updates on it. So we get Alphamon for a while longer, which, as you can see today, nobody was playing. Like I said, they might not even ban it. They might not even ban it because no Alphamon, because we all look at the Japan format where Alphamon is hit by the ban list. Like, oh, Alphamon's not good anymore. It's like, yeah, but they can't play Doru Greymon. We can't. No, good anymore. It's Crow's Heart. It's Crow's Heart. Look at the Japan format. Where's Alphamon in this top 8? Exactly. Don't play Alphamon. But it's like, we still have Doru Greymon. We can still on full power. But no, it's not on the Japan tier, so we're not going to play it.
That's it. Bring in Dex Duro next tournament. Bringing it. He's still sitting. It's still one of my favorite decks. I really like that deck. Still really fun.
I think it's just as good.
Still a super fun deck. And I think it's because I don't take it as seriously is why I can add funny tech cards like Metal Cannon and Final Zigzagoon Punch. I can add weird little things like that.
When you're playing those unexpected cards, you catch people off guard. I was a little floored when dude plays Gigimon. I was like,
what is this?
Hey, what does that card do?
Can I read that?
on deletion, recovery 1. Cool. I just won't delete it. He's like, yeah, but you don't have to. And I'm going to crash it into all your stuff. I'm a little salty.
Couldn't tell. For sure.
But all in all, it was a good day. Had fun. Love any time I can go sling cardboard.
Yeah. It was a good time.
X3, baby.
Completed a lot of decks that I was looking forward to. So now I just got to throw them together, get some playtesting again.
Find out a new deck. Let's go.
Right? I think I left the card shop with new decks. I can build Crows. Yeah, I can build Crows. I have built Lord Nightmon. I have Sakuyamon. And I have Dark Nightmon X.
Cards away. You're like 3 cards away from Blue Flare.
3 cards away from Blue Flare. It's like, okay.
Now you need a webcam setup so we can start having cataclysmic cardboard tournaments, webcam
He
battles.
has one.
Well, he needs a setup. We got to do this.
I was gonna say, I think I'm the one who doesn't have the webcam.
Well, I will get you a webcam.
All right. This has been episode 3 of the Digimon TCG podcast security check. Signing off. Have a great night, or day, or morning, whatever time it is for you when you listen to this podcast.